Things still good. Maybe we can't be seen.
All right.
Keeper player number 1.
Jonathan Silva, Canu, Felipe Sampaio, Saravia.
6, 4, 94, 8.
Patrick de Paula, Luiziano.
And
Victor Sá, Chay, Lucas Piazon.
And those 3 is forwards. And he also speaks forward. So, Dad, how are you?
Botafogo, Corinthians. Vai começar a partida no Newton Santos. Tá pronto, Noah? You ready?
Yep.
With me today, I got Mr. Rich from Eagle Eye Football.
I am good. I'm good. Hope everyone's well. And yeah, looking forward to this. Just looking for a stream for myself at the moment. And
we are live already on Twitter, on Eagle Eye Football, and on my YouTube channel as well. Absolutely. Let me just adjust some settings over here.
No problems. I'm just going to mute and just change my top as well. So I'll be back in a sec.
Sounds good.
I hope we win this time for this first game of the season. Have half seen.
There we go.
Finally. Hey, what's me? It started.
Botafogo and Corinthians started the match at the Newton Santos Stadium. The first match of the year. There is Rich right there with a beautiful Alice kit.
Good evening. Good evening. Yep, just looking for a stream on my end. So
we had 39 seconds of the first half at the moment.
Well, not anymore.
See if I can bring this back a little bit more. There we go.
Oh, we're going.
There's a lot of players on the Botafogo squad that have not played the first division just yet. Some of these guys are playing it for the first time.
Okay.
But man, it's a crazy atmosphere right now at the Nito Santos Stadium, man.
Ooh, I think I might have Joy. Might have found one.
Hello, Pat.
Big up, Pat.
Hello.
BC007, glad you guys are doing this. The Paramount Plus stream doesn't have sound. That is unfortunate, man. So sorry about that. But hopefully you're able to watch here with us. In case you were wondering, we are at the 1 minute and 59-second mark of the first half.
First game of the season. For this season, right?
Here with me, I got Noah, which is my son.
Special guest.
And this is the first time we're going to see Luis Castro's team play. This is a first official match. They had a scrimmage against Volta Redonda, which is a smaller team from Rio, last weekend, where the team won 2-0. But this is the first actual test of the season. So we will see how the squad plays against a well-established team, a well-established rival in Corinthians. You can see there's a lot of pressure from Botafogo at the very start of the first half.
What's your expectations with Castro in charge now?
At a first glance, I'm thinking that I'm pretty confident about this match, to be honest. I think we got a lot of quality players come in. Of course, Corinthians, they have a lot of quality players themselves, like William and Paulinho and Juliano, Renato Augusto. These are all guys that play for the national team. William played for Arsenal. Didn't do so well there, but he did. He returned to Brazil. Seems to be doing okay. Corinthians got a little bit of a rocky start at the beginning of the season right now with, I think I told you, Rich, the goalkeeper from Corinthians got death threats and all sorts of stuff from the fans, from the supporters themselves. So not a good look. It was thought that he wasn't going to play, but he did. He's at the match right now. So we will see how how he's going to do for the game. Oh my God, what a pass. Edison!
Shoot.
That was close. Side obviously has the ball, and it's nothing. No foul. That was the real first chance that Botafogo had against Corinthians. That was really close. What a wow. That is a great run by William. And it's a corner kick for Corinthians. Wow, that was really, 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 really close.
I'll be with you shortly. Just trying to see if I can navigate a stream right here. The one I thought I had isn't working.
The thing is, if I share my screen with you, I think it will also show. It will show. Yeah, it will show on the. So I can't do that. So just in case you're wondering, we're at the 5 minute and 11, 12, 13 second mark of the first half. Corinthians was able to get a header off of that, but went wide off the goal. Hopefully this makes me happy after today. I know, Pat, very unfortunate loss today.
And then here's the next.
Welcome, Oliver. Welcome, Brush. Welcome, everybody.
Big up guy.
Today's the first official match of the season.
For today.
And especially under the Luis Castro management, which is the very official test Botafogo of the season today.
Yep.
The team's got a lot of new starters. Most of the squad are starters. That's an easy ball for Fernandes there.
Just got the ball for saves.
My camera is going in and out. I'm trying to figure out. I literally got home. I had a box from Amazon sitting outside my porch with my Elgato Chem Link. So I'm trying to I'm trying to get everything here nice and ready, but the camera seems to be Have my mom there on the chat.
Watching the live stream.
In case you guys are wondering, this is my son Noah here wearing the Botafogo kit too, as you can probably see. There you go.
Hold on. There you go. Welcome.
The entire defensive end from Corinthians, they all come from the academy right now. Everybody that's on the field. Well, at least defense-wise. But as I said before, Corinthians have a lot of quality players. Players that played in the Premier League, players that played overseas a lot. But that's one of the changes that Botafogo also has, is that we got a lot of players that played from Europe. Lucas Piazon, we got Victor Sá, that played for Wolfsburg. But, man, Victor Sá did an amazing play and an amazing pass to Edison. It was a matter of finding the right angle there to take the shot, but unfortunately, Edison could not get the shot on target.
Try to pass.
One really interesting thing that I see here is Patrick de Paula, which is the club's most expensive sign to date. He's wearing the number 8 shirt, meaning out of the 2 CDMs, out of the 2 defensive midfielders that we got, he's going to be the one that's going to be more of the playmaker out of the 2. So I was wondering about that because both players are very, very capable of playing that creation role there in the midfield. But seems like Patrick de Paula is going to be the one there. And there's a list that came out a few days ago of the top 5 most. Here comes Corinthians down the line. Ooh, very good from Kanu there. Yeah. Very good by Kanu there.
We just got our own chat from our own. Yes.
What's up, Nate? You're muted, Rich. I don't think I can hear you.
Sorry, I was just saying, have you just seen the shot that's just gone wide from Corinthians?
You found yourself a stream?
Yeah. So it's a goal kick to, I'm going to say to us, because we are now one club. Goal kick to us.
Let me, there's a commercial going on here on the screen, but I'll let you know exactly. 9 minutes and 16, 17, 18 seconds right now on our screen.
Okay. So my one doesn't tell me the seconds. It just says 9 minutes. So they got it down the left-hand side. Is that Willian?
So, yeah, there we go.
And we've got a throw in now.
Hopefully you guys here in the chat was also able to find the stream to follow along with us. Said 9. It's almost at the 10-minute mark so far.
Yeah.
I'm very happy about the return of Luis Oyama. He was a very important piece of our midfield. And now they're showing us on the screen a brand new signing that has yet to be officialized is Victor Questa. He's a center back, but he's a left-footed center back, which is something that we don't have. Okay. So he's coming to be a starter. That is for sure. He was a starter for Internacional, which is a big team in the south of Brazil, a team that's gone to the Libertadores many times. They have won the Libertadores many times. And every time they play these tournaments, they come in to win. So for him to be coming from that team to our team, he's definitely coming in to be a starter. That's for sure.
Williams just had a shot.
Can you raise your mic a little bit, Rich? Like the level the volume?
Is this better?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Normally, I'm told I'm too loud, so I've.
There you go, Nate. Thanks for showing up, man. I really appreciate it. Let me see here. Both teams are kind of just analyzing each other, trying to feel each other out. You know, there's nothing much really going on except a couple of plays here. One by Botafogo, one by Corinthians. Here comes Corinthians in the attacking end. Ooh, nice save by Gachito Fernandes.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I think it's more on my end. I'm trying to mute the stream here. Let me see if I can mute it.
Williams on the left-hand side. Cross dealt with. Is that Kanu?
Let me see.
Yeah, corner Corinthians.
Let's see. There we go. Can you say something, Rich, so I can see if I can hear you?
No, he's muted.
I think you might be muted. 1 second.
He is
I
muted.
just forget I'm muted, you know.
There you go. Now I can hear you.
Testing,
Nice.
1, 2.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
Sweet. See, I was just saying, Corinthians about to take the corner, outswinger.
Yeah.
Did I give him
Yeah.
full screen?
Corinthians has a ball here in the corner. Can't tell who's going to be taking that corner for Corinthians. The ball comes in.
Oh, I think I'm ahead of you.
You're ahead?
I think so.
13:05, 06, 07.
Yeah, for some reason, this one doesn't have the seconds. It just says the minutes. But we're about to take a goal kick.
Pedro, will you be
Okay, yeah.
supporting Palace for the semifinals?
Hey, Pat. Of course, man. Palace all the way.
Hello.
He's back.
Uh-oh.
How
Uh-oh.
you doing?
Uh-oh.
Rich is on the same time as me.
Yeah, you guys are about 5 seconds ahead. All right. So just bear with me, or you can pause this your video feed for about 4 or 5 seconds, and then we'll be right on it.
Let me see, actually.
Her camera just
What I'll
keeps
do is,
turning
when
off.
there's like a significant moment, like where I can pause it, like a goal kick or stuff, I'll pause it and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yep. The one thing about Corinthians, for those that don't know, especially you guys from the UK that are watching, Corinthians, every tournament that they play, they go in to win it. You know, they're a big team, they're a big club, they are a very traditional rival of Botafogo. There's a lot of, I guess, just kind of like in England, there's a lot of inner city rivalry, you know, Chelsea, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Tottenham. Then we're speaking about the London teams, and then same thing in Brazil, especially when it comes to Rio and Sao Paulo. But there's a more of a special rivalry when we're talking about Sao Paulo and Rio teams, because they're always considered rival states, even though we have our rivalry within the state itself. But every time there's a Sao Paulo team, there's every time a Sao Paulo team plays against a Rio team like Corinthians and Botafogo, it's always seen as a big derby. Corinthians finds a good pass there. What I'm liking so far about Botafogo is the tactical awareness. The team is doing very well defensively. Everybody's just kind of being able to assimilate the ideas just right, just the way that we've seen in trainings, and the way that we saw in the scrimmage against Volta Redonda. The team is playing confidently, which is they're showing here on the TV the two little boys getting angry.
Like this. Just want to show how to do it.
So
I put it on my laptop and it's slightly slower than my phone. So I think that might be on the same
okay.
Same time.
Shy with the ball right now. Shy is trying to find a pass. He finds Patrick Jibala. He could not hold possession of the ball. He loses it right there in the middle.
Yeah, see, I'll use my laptop because... Oh. 1-0 Corinthians.
Oh.
And here comes
1-0 Corinthians. Paulinho. That's when I spoke in my video about players to watch out for, Paulinho is one of those players. You know,
and
he's
this is ex-Tottenham Paulinho as well.
Yep.
Tottenham, Barcelona, yeah.
That is correct. Ex-Barcelona, ex-Tottenham. 1-0.
It's a good goal for them, to be honest.
It's to be fair, it's a good goal. William. What I didn't like was the hesitation there from Sampaio and Oyama, just kind of watching the ball and not going in for the challenge against William. Pat, Pedro, do you like the team Flamengo? I like Flamengo just as much as Palace fans like Brighton. If that answers your question.
Me, not really. Not really to me.
Not really right now?
Not really.
No, not really.
We'll score 1-0.
So I think they're called VAR to make sure there was nothing wrong with the play, and there isn't. The Corinthians is ahead by 1-0 at the 17-minute mark, almost 18 minutes of the first half. You know, it's today was seen as a big day for Botafogo fans. We got Luis Castro there at the stadium. We got John Textor there at the stadium.
Yeah.
We have possible signings that are over there watching the match at the stadium as well. But the one thing that Botafogo fans and Palace fans have to...
Sure. Oh.
Nice try there by Luis Oyama. One thing that Botafogo fans and Palace fans, I guess, need to understand is that this beginning phase is, it's the start of the restructuring. It's the start of a new phase. So we're not going to see everything kind of sort of fall into place right away. You know, it's going to take time. Beautiful image there at the stadium. It's full. It's a full capacity. That is for sure. And they're just showing some stats on the screen right now. Is that Luis Castro, Botafogo's manager, was the most chosen manager in the fantasy league game of the Brasileirão. But the thing is that Luis Castro is not on the field right now, so I don't know.
Roll him in.
Oh, that's a nice try there by Lucas Piazon.
Try to get the pass, but didn't make it.
Did not make that pass. Nice little triangulation there with Corinthians sending the ball back. Nice, Jonathan Silva. Victor Sá with the ball. Corinthians clears it.
And we got another chat.
There's Canu with the ball, sending it to Gachito Fernandes, a goalkeeper. As you can see, Luis Castro loves this building out of the back in a very composed manner.
We got another chat.
There he goes.
Pedro, where's Nascimento?
Nascimento's on the bench.
Oh.
Nascimento's on the bench. Luis Castro opted for Edison, which is older. You know, he's 22 years old. He's a little bit more experienced. He's not as technical as Nascimento, but he's much stronger. You know, on a game like this, when you have established center backs that Corinthians have, you're gonna need somebody that's a little bit more able to go on for those physical challenges rather than Nascimento. Nascimento will probably come on in the second half.
Rochester C.
Let's see here.
That's what
Does Luis Castro have a certain style that we can expect to see this season? Yeah, this 4-2-3-1 that you're seeing right now, you can expect that to be the norm. Whenever Luis Castro was managing the previous team that he was a part of, we saw this a lot. The 4-2-3-1, building out of the back, finding the wingers, and then having that specific number 9 that's kind of like in the middle of the box to just turn around and shoot and score a goal or a header. That's it. This is more like what we're going to see for the rest of the season there. Jonathan Silva takes a shot from
way out.
from way out. Yeah, it was hard to try to find the words to explain as to why he tried that, but he did.
Pat said, "Who is your best player?"
Who's the best player? Pat, it's
Go on. Roll him.
What? Luis Oyama
No,
with the shy
Look,
and
Since
Corinthians
we've got
players.
to go down, we've
Your
been
best
brilliant.
player. That's what he said.
Yes, we're deserving a goal for sure, and I think the supporters are not going to, at least majority of them, not trying to get frustrated and boo and you know they really have to be really supportive, especially in these first beginnings, because as with Pat Vieira and Crystal Palace, it just didn't happen overnight, and a very poor pass there by Jonathan Silva.
We're very wayward pass there.
Seems like Jonathan Silva is maybe a bit nervous. Pat, our best player, I would have to say, is either Victor Sa there, the left winger, number 29, or Patrick Gipal, our number 8, our CDM. As you just saw there with the right winger Shai trying to intercept the ball, that is something that Luis Castro's wingers does a lot. You know, he's very meticulous about certain things, and he's a firm believer that defense starts with the forwards. So he really wants the forwards to be pressing. He really wants the forwards to be part of that initial pressure to, you know, that we're going to apply to our opponents. As you can see there, Erison going for Casio. Very nice there. So our right back right now is Renzo Saravia, which is a former Porto right back and Argentinian national team right back. But we also have Rafael, which is, everybody knows who right back Rafael is, ex-Manchester United. Right now he's out on injury with the right Achilles tear, and he won't be back until the beginning of August. And we have Daniel Borges. Nice pass there. Sends it in. Corinthians cleared it off the line.
And it's
Whew.
out.
Seems like the team is eager to play, and it's, see there, Saravia was very quick to get the ball. Saravia and Shine. Going back to the right back. The right back that's on the bench right now, his name is Daniel Borges, and he was elected the best right back of the state championship that just finished last weekend. Oh, Jonathan Silva with another mistake.
Willian on the ball now.
And he lost the
Oh,
ball.
save. Good save, keeper.
Good save.
And here comes the
Jonathan
save.
Silva seems very nervous. He's making a lot of silly mistakes, passing that professional footballers should not be making.
Or soccer.
So very good save there by Gatito Fernandez. He's the Paraguayan goalkeeper, starting goalkeeper for Paraguay. One thing we can take advantage of during the second half is Corinthians' amount of older players. And one thing that a lot of analysts have noticed is that Corinthians gets.
Oh, look. Give it offside.
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 Offside? It's
Oof.
an offside. I thought that was a goal right there.
Let's have a look at this again.
But it's Offside.
Ooh,
That is
Replay.
close.
so close.
That is close. I don't know if they'll call VAR on that. We'll see if they call VAR on that.
Are they checking?
Yeah, they might be checking.
Yeah, they did a VAR check. That's very close.
That is very close. Honestly, to me, it doesn't seem like he was.
Yeah, it looks onside to me.
It looks onside to me as well. Well, we'll see what VAR is saying. You are about 2 seconds ahead of me, I believe.
Nobody got chat done.
Let's see how long this is going to take, because Brazil is known for taking forever to check these plays.
I think this is all going to be down to the
And
like
we
he's
got another
leaning
chat by Pat.
forward.
What would you be your
Since-
reaction?
Nah, he's on.
Ooh, let's go.
I don't know who's 42. Very slow to come out.
Man, that seems like it's onside to me.
Yeah, I think they'll give it as a goal.
If the goal here gets confirmed, it's just gonna seem like it's gonna be some, as in Brazil we like to say, just some throwing some cold water over the heads of the supporters and the players, because this is definitely not the start that we were all expecting. But you got to give it to the refs, because this is a very close call. So you have to really make sure that you're making the right call here.
Camera went out.
And Corinthians is under some intense pressure from their supporters.
Goal given.
Oh,
If what the fuck was go.
Yeah, I thought as much.
yeah.
Another chat by Pat.
Well, what would be a reaction if Botafogo was going to the Libertadores? I would be very pleased with that, honestly. I would be very pleased if we ended up making it to the Libertadores. That is for sure.
I hope we will catch up past them.
Man, this is a poor start right now. 40. Who was that 43 or 42?
43.
43 is Lucas Piazon.
Why does he sound familiar? Lucas Pearson.
Yeah, I'm not fully on camera.
What was that?
Nah, Chris is being cheeky.
I'm not on camera.
Botafogo is behind on the scoreboard by 2-0. But I don't think the team is playing poorly, to be honest.
No. That was definitely against the run of play, just a lapse of concentration from a set piece.
That is correct. Lack of concentration, and I think the nerves as well is getting to some of these players.
Hey, can you move the camera a little bit? There.
Like I said, I hope the supporters don't lose their patience very quickly and stay behind the team and stay supporting the team, because that's the only way that this squad. Man, you can see that sprint from Victor Sá, a very fast player.
Did so well to keep that in play.
That was a nice try there.
Normal.
So the question here is if Botafogo has more players to come, or is this the team? There are more to come. Tem mais jogador chegando. There's going to be about 2 or 3 maybe, and that's if we are able to get them properly officialized and ready to play, because the window closes on Tuesday, meaning the players have to be transferred and have all of their documentation ready to go by Tuesday.
Oh.
Meaning today's Sunday. and then tomorrow is Monday, and then by Tuesday everybody needs to be ready to go. There's a couple of players that still have to they're negotiating.
Okay.
There's a few from the Portuguese league.
So with the that Tuesday transfer deadline, is there like a set time? So is it like Tuesday by midday? Or is it by 6 p.m.?
I would have to find that answer. I'm not completely sure. Man, Victor Sora's
He's been
ball
brilliant.
control is something
Yeah.
else. Edison, they call him El Toro, the bull, because he's strong like a bull, man. He just runs and mows defenders over.
Can we move it a little bit more, please?
No, because it's right here. It's getting both of us pretty good.
I'm like half seen.
We'll get closer.
My chair won't have enough space. My chair's like super close, right next to you.
Sinner.
It's way too close.
You know, I had a feeling that Corinthians was going to bring it. They've been under a lot of pressure. I mean, a lot of pressure from supporters, a lot of pressure from the board. It's a lot of pressure general. I mean, like I told you in the beginning of the stream, the nice play there by Corinthians. You know, a lot of players are getting threats. The goalkeeper's wife got death threats.
Oh,
So,
punishment, what's here?
What?
Yellow card happened.
It's a flailing elbow.
Oh my God.
How's he called that? Ref, come on.
Come on. You can't. You're really going to call. It's a natural movement.
Yeah.
And then to give the yellow. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
And because he got a yellow card, Kanu gets a -1 and a fantasy league score. I did not have Botafogo center backs and goalkeeper just because I knew that the defensive section of the team was going to be very shaky, especially within these first. But I do have a lot of Botafogo players in my squad, so I'm hoping that we'll turn some of this around.
Hopefully so.
They're the Corinthians supporters. They're known for being highly violent at times.
Lovely.
I guess you can call them like the hooligans as you have them in the UK. Troublemakers. There's William with the ball. I think William's going to take this free kick. Corinthians supporters must be over the moon right now, especially because in the beginning of the season, there was this big competition between who was going to sign Luis Castro, Botafogo or Corinthians. Corinthians ended up signing a different Portuguese manager, and Botafogo got Luis Castro. That's a good ball by Gatito Fernandes. There's our Brazilian Thierry Henry, shy. It seemed like the squad went from playing with a lot of confidence to playing very what's the word I want to use without being too harsh? It doesn't seem like they're really comfortable anymore.
Yeah, I think that second goal was really.
Yeah, I think that second goal kind of
Yeah.
Okay, the ref's gonna call that one foul, but he's not gonna call this one. It's Just one thing I want to explain as well to Crystal Palace fans and everybody at home watching is that the level of refereeing in Brazil is very, very low. Our referees are horrendous.
So are us.
They are awful. They're god awful.
Pedro, no word about the officiating in the Premier League is terrible.
But Botafogo has the ball.
Yeah, if you think it's terrible, just keep watching because it's gonna get worse. This is a ref that both teams actually do not like.
Fair enough.
So there's Shai there, number 14. He was one of the best players of last season.
Good footwork.
There's Saravia, passing it back to Patrick de Paula. Trying to find Jonathan Silva that one more time is lacking communication between him and Luis Oyama.
Oh, yeah, down the break now.
Jonathan Silva is very, very shaky at the moment. He's having a very poor match. Look at that. Just straight through. Nope, that is no foul there.
Get up.
And we have the ball.
There's Shai
Pass it to Shot.
going towards the wing. That is a foul. Luis Castro needs to fix the positioning from our left back, Jonathan Silva. He's always seems to be out of position or making the wrong calls, just like that slide tackle right there. Because he completely missed the ball, and if he hits the Corinthians player, then he's getting carded for sure.
Yeah. Is Castro the type that would make a halftime substitution?
I don't believe so. I think he'll rather talk with the players first and try to fix things in the dressing room before making changes. But who knows? One thing to note, however, is that Luis Castro is not commanding the team right now. He's not in the field because his working visa was not ready.
All right.
So right now we have the fitness coach. He's the one that is ahead of the club because just like Luis Castro, his first assistant, his second assistant, and the analysis assistant, they're all Portuguese. So all of their working visas were not ready. But since the fitness coach is Brazilian, he does not need a working visa. So he's the only one available to be ahead of the club, the team right now. Seems like Botafogo is slowly taking possession back. Lucas Piazon. Very interesting positioning by Lucas Piazon. There on the right. Whoever had the ball there was actually Luis Oyama.
There goes another out.
And that is not a foul, apparently.
I can see the lack of consistency here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he did not hit him in the face, but he did shoulder him.
Sorry.
I wonder what's there on that that patch on the right side. I wonder if that's the Brasileirão patch. There's a couple of sponsors there on the jersey, like Champion. That's a newer sponsor.
It looks like sponsorships like a big thing with Brazilian football because you tend to have a lot on the jerseys.
Yes, a lot of teams depend on those sponsorships to get money in for player salary, player wages, and money to bring in more reinforcements. There's Jonathan Silva here with Victor Sá on the left. This is just like Victor Sá likes it out wide, bring into the right. Nice little cut there.
Ooh.
That was close.
Yeah.
There comes Erison, the bull. Good recovery there by Victor Sá. I mean, there's not a lack of hustle from the team.
Yeah.
The team is trying to play. I think it's also a lack of minutes, played together. A lot of these players are new. But we are live here on YouTube, on Eagle Eye Football YouTube, the Glorious Botafogo. Oh, the Glorious Botafogo YouTube and Twitter. And just so we're all aware and we all know, I am not a professional sportscaster. So I will stop to make comments and I will be very biased. Just letting everybody know.
Yeah, and this is obviously, I think, our third joint stream.
Third stream together.
Yeah,
that is correct.
So, like, since obviously the Palace and Botafogo collaborations, it's been amazing to learn more about Botafogo. And
absolutely.
Just learn more about Palace, and we're just going to keep these going.
Yeah. Next Sunday, I believe, is a semifinal, correct? Next Sunday.
Palace. I'm at Wembley. Yeah, I'm at
Wembley. I would definitely be watching that. Now, when it comes to the Palace games, what would you say is the percentage of Palace fans that will attend that match next Sunday?
At Wembley?
Yes.
We've sold our allocation.
Sold all the tickets allocated to Crystal Palace?
Yeah.
How many tickets were that?
So initially we had 30,000. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden after, I think it was Wednesday, they added more tickets. We ended up sending a total allocation of 34,000.
34,000. Got it. So right now there is about 40,000 people at the Newton Santos Stadium. Have Newcastle this time next week.
Leicester, yeah.
Okay.
How's I haven't been paying attention to Leicester this season. How are they doing in the Premier League?
I believe they're 9th in the league.
Okay.
Please correct me if I'm wrong there, Chris. Not their best season, but that for me, as obviously an outsider looking in, I think that's just due to injuries. They've had so many injuries this season. Especially they lost Favana in preseason, broke his leg, and he was pivotal for them defensively. And I think they've just had multiple, constant injuries throughout the season.
Here comes Corinthians down the line with William.
Yeah.
And there goes another goal.
And that is a third goal by Corinthians. That is
3-0.
That is the third play from that right side that results in a goal from Corinthians.
You could have waved Rich when you were on my channel. Wow.
Oh, Noah.
Oh, they got the 8K cameras as well.
I mean, to be fair, it's a good play, but it's always happening on that right side.
Yeah. It is too easy.
It's way too easy. Hands aside, Avia left William all by himself. He did one of the very few things that you're not supposed to do, is that you're marking the player movement rather than marking the ball.
Yeah.
And this is a very, very bad result to start the season, especially with Luis Castro and John Textor present. This has to be very frustrating, not only for the players themselves, but also for the supporters that went in very high numbers to the Newton Santos Stadium to watch this match. As you can see, the team's just very nervous. They're playing they're just not playing well. I think that second goal really did a number.
Yeah. But at the same time, I think there should have been a bit more game management. Just see it out into the half. Go in at 2-0, regroup.
We had a good result today.
Now there's just space all over the field. Corinthians down the right side again. That's great defending.
Jonathan Silva finally did something right there.
Yeah.
Phone right there.
Yes. There you go.
Let's take a look at Twitter and see what people are saying about the game.
Now be watching.
All right, let's see what people are saying about this result. Ooh. There are a lot of Botafogo supporters. There are angry, to say the least.
4 minutes left in the game.
Some are calling it a very shameful performance by Botafogo, and others are calling it basically they're waking up to reality, to where we thought that with all these new players that are coming in, that we were all of a sudden going to win the league, and that is not the case. And some supporters are finally realizing that right now.
Definitely just need a halftime whistle now.
Yes. But that was one thing that Botafogo fans were very worried about the start of the season was, like I said in the beginning of the stream, the defensive end. It just doesn't seem that we have a very solid defensive shape just yet. I don't think Luis Castro has properly Patrick Gipal is going to go for that free kick there with his left foot. I don't think Castro has worked on that defense end enough just yet, and we need to do better.
I mean, a goal before halftime would be great.
That would be great. Let's see what happens there.
Oh my gosh, Chris in the comments is killing me.
With the free kick straight to the hands of Casio. Palace fans, Casio is a very, very big name for Corinthians. He's an icon for the club. He's on his way out. Yes, he hasn't been playing as well as he's always had, but he's a legend for Corinthians.
Huh.
Let's get something before. Decent ball in there. No, nothing comes off it. Hopefully get one more chance before halftime. That's cleared again.
There you go. Sorry about that. My daughter came into the room making all sorts of
noise.
She's very upset. She's exactly what I am feeling on the inside right now. But I'm not externalizing my frustration. A very poor first half by Botafogo. The team started playing really well and then got unlucky on a few, and then just lack of concentration.
Yeah, this is all it is.
I'm watching some of the replays of the Corinthians goals right now.
It's a very big stadium, by the way.
What a pass by William for that first goal.
Outside of the boot.
Yeah, that was an incredible pass by William. We got a few angry supporters, which they are in their right to be angry. Valquírio da Silva saying you can put all of the blame on the coach. It's hard to say just how much you can really place on Luis Castro for such a short amount of time that he's had with the squad.
Right.
But the supporters don't care. They want to see the team win. Let me hop on Twitter one more time to see what the supporters are saying.
I'll be back myself.
Okay. Vamos passar aqui no Twitter para ver o que a torcida do Botafogo está falando. Yeah, a lot of Botafogo supporters are saying it's a reality check. And I agree. I agree 100%. Nunca poderia ter feito a substituição de quase todos os jogadores. É o que tá faltando esse time do Botafogo, e dá para ver, né, o Valquírio? A falta de entrosamento dos jogadores. O time está totalmente sem ritmo de jogo. E dá para ver que o time está sendo atropelado pelo Corinthians, né?
All these Botafogo fans are super angry. Angry. That's a true fact. And another thing, chat by Will. And 2 more chats. 4, no, 3.
Foi um balde de água fria, né, o Will? Tá, como muitos jogadores estão falando aqui, nossa realidade agora tá sendo a realidade. Dá para ver como é que o time tá se comportando. O time tá defensivamente muito mal, né? O time tá muito mal defensivamente. Tá uma bagunça. As laterais, o Saravia e o Jonathan Silva estão muito mal no jogo. Então entrando ali sempre para a direita. Os 3 gols do Corinthians foi na lateral direita. O Saravia, ele fez uma coisa que o jogador de futebol profissional não pode fazer. Ele seguiu o movimento do jogador. Você tem que prestar atenção na bola. E o cara foi na onda do William. O William passou, cruzou e gol. E foi assim. O primeiro gol foi assim. O segundo gol foi assim. O terceiro gol foi assim, no caso. E o segundo gol foi aquela do cabeceio, que para mim foi uma fatalidade, aquele gol do Corinthians, segundo gol do Corinthians. Um bando de campo. O time tá... E dá para ver que tá bem desentrosado. Assim, é o preço que você paga por mudar a equipe titular quase inteira e ter 10 dias só para treinar o time. Júnior Lima, Piazon podia deixar o Chay para voltar à posição dele e colocar o Nascimento na ponta direita no lugar do Chay. Só que o Nascimento não é ponta, né, o Júnior Lima. O Nascimento é mais um atacante de área, sim, ele é mais técnico que o Erisson, só que eu não sei se eu apostaria no Nascimento na ponta, não. Toda mudança tem que ser gradativa, não tem como mudar um estilo de jogo e mudar todas as peças. Isso aí eu concordo. Meu medo se confirmou. O medo de todos, né, o Joab, o Venâncio. É o medo de nós todos, que o time É, como eu falei antes, é um choque de realidade. Foi um primeiro tempo assustador do Botafogo. Foi um primeiro tempo que... Cara, não tem como você não ficar pé da vida com esse resultado. Tá 3-0 pro Corinthians dentro de casa. Isso aí, inaceitável. 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 Ainda bem que o Luiz Castro tá olhando lá de cima e que o John Texel também tá vendo que a coisa tá muito pior do que a gente imaginava. A gente tá pegando um time igual o Corinthians, né, que foi lá na Bolívia, tomou um sacode do Always Ready. E agora nós estamos tomando um sacode de 3-0 do Corinthians, dentro de casa, 40 mil torcedores do Botafogo dentro do estádio, fazendo uma festa sensacional. E o time jogando assim, olha, é preocupante, né? O time da B tava melhor. Cara, é difícil concordar com essa aí, né? O time da B tava mais entrosado, né? O time da Série B. Agora, tirar o Daniel, eu concordo. O Daniel tinha que estar jogando.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Então, o time... O Daniel tinha que estar jogando. Eu não concordo que o Saraiva é titular, não. Sinceramente, eu não concordei. Achei muito estranho o Saraiva começar como titular. O Botafogo bem provável que vai ser igual ao Newcastle. Só no segundo turno que vai subir. Rich, a lot of... this Botafogo supporter is kind of comparing Botafogo to Newcastle, where kind of had a rocky first season, and then it took them a little while to get going.
Yeah, with Newcastle, especially from the time they got promoted.
Carlos Delgado, he's confident. He says we will turn this game around. It's gonna be really hard, Carlos. Vai ser muito difícil, Carlos. Akira da Silva, Piazon, Oyama, Patrick e Shai não marcam ninguém. He's saying that Piazon, Oyama, Patrick, and Shai are not marking. This Botafogo supporters, he doesn't see how these players are not ashamed in the field because they're making very silly mistakes. You know, something that John Texter was saying before is that Botafogo is going to have a B team, right? An A team and a B team. And this Botafogo supporter is asking if this is the team B, because it seems like.
Looks like the team B a little bit.
Ânimo, galera. Bruno doing a nice little throw here.
Pedro, could you ask your Portuguese-speaking fan base what would they like to see change in the second half?
Pessoal, o Rich aqui tá perguntando o que vocês querem ver de diferente no segundo tempo. Vamos falar aí nos comentários aí o que vocês querem que o Botafogo faça de diferente. Valquírio da Silva saying we should have only come in with Sampaio, Victor Sá, and Oyama. That's one thing that I did notice. A lot of supporters are saying here that Shai is playing as a right winger, and Shai is not a right winger. He's a central attacking midfielder, and he's playing out of position right now because the right wing is a spot that we don't have a designated player for. We're needing a right winger to come before Tuesday.
And it looks maybe that Corinthians have done their homework then, because they're really attacking that left-hand side.
Yeah, I agree. Botafogo's right side is lacking massively right now. Let's go back to Twitter and let's see what people are saying. Not please, perhaps it's a much needed reality check for everyone. Much work to do. Agreed. Botafogo is being trampled by Corinthians right now. I mean, trampled is the correct word. See, a lot of people are doubting that the team is going to make a comeback. And I don't doubt them.
I hope we catch up to them. If we catch up to them, that'll be good.
Saying here that the press needs to be stronger, needs to be quicker, especially when they are coming out of their defensive end.
We've been streaming and being live for 1 hour already, 5 minutes.
Vaqueiro da Silva wants to remove Jonathan Silva, Saravia, Piazon, and Patrick de Paula. Não, eles já viram isso. Jay, Rich with a fresh trim. Hey, I got a fresh trim yesterday as well. I got a haircut myself.
Oh, you got a little fade too.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Wembley ready.
So did Noah. Look at that, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, Noah's styling.
Neymar style.
Neymar style.
Yep.
Rich, Daniel Lima is asking you if you also have these moments of anger with Crystal Palace.
If this was last season, I would have said every week.
Daniel, ele falou que se fosse a temporada passada, toda semana ele estaria pé da vida assim.
But this season we've been a lot better. We're playing better football. We're actually 10th. And as fans, we would have just been happy to make sure that we stay.
And there are some changes coming up for the Botafogo side. Mateus Nascimento has coming in. 3 changes.
3?
I'm not surprised.
We are removing the left back. So Jonathan Silva is leaving the pitch for Hugo, which is the other left back. Diego Gonçalves, which is a very, very good winger, especially last season for the B tier division. Diego Gonçalves was a very important player. He was out with an injury, and he's back now.
We're getting player 6 switched with 16.
Vaqueiro da Silva saying that Piazon is a zombie. He's not doing anything. Let me see who else left the squad. It seems like Lucas Piazon is out and Edison is out for Nascimento.
Switching 89.
So striker for striker. We took out Piazon, which was playing the center attacking position, for a winger. So that probably means that Shai will come out of the right wing and play as a central attacking creator, which is his positioning. Here we go. Here's the start of the second half at the Newton Santos Stadium. Botafogo is currently being trampled by Corinthians by 3-0. The ref is making the last minute checks. And we are off for the second half. And as you can tell, a lot of supporters have either left or they're still in the concession stands to get more alcohol because we need it right now.
And we just got a switch for the Botafogo.
Because that's probably just about the only way. Here's Mateus Nascimento come with the ball. Sidestep, misstep. Nascimento with the press here on Casio. So that is exactly what happened. Diego Gonçalves has come in as a right winger. Lucas Piazon has left the field for Gio Gonçalves, and Shai and Corinthians offside there. And Shai is playing the central attacking role, which is what he knows what to do best, is in that position right there. A little bit of a lack of defensive awareness by Sampaio there, because the whole defender line moved up and Sampaio stayed behind, but luckily it was still an offside.
So we're staying here for the full game.
Big up, man, Rich Hisiba.
Red Devil.
We got Red Devil 11.
There's Diogo Gonçalves down the wing. There's a throw in for Botafogo.
Yeah,
I wonder.
A lot more urgency now.
Yes, I wonder what was said in that dressing room during that half, because Luis Castro came in and said, "I'm making 3 substitutions right off the bat." Luis Castro is not happy, and you can tell who he is not happy with.
Yeah. It's funny because I did ask you that question in the first half about
Yes.
the type.
Well, that shows you how unhappy he is with the way that the team is playing right now.
Yeah.
Danielle Lima is asking you, Rich, if you want to trade any Crystal Palace players for Lucas Piazon.
Oh.
Here comes Botafogo with a header, and Matheus Nascimento was not able to get to that on time. Patrick de Paula sends the ball in. I think Corinthians wins that in the air.
What position does Piazon play?
Piazon is more like a central player. During the scrimmage, Piazon played as a right winger, but today he was playing as a central attacking midfielder. But so I totally agree with what I agree with what Kira was saying here, is that Piazon was just like a zombie in the field. We didn't really see him participate of the plays at all. He just had a... Go ahead. Noah's taking a quick break over here. He's got bronchitis. He's going to take some medication for his cough. Here goes Botafogo down the wing with side Ivan Diego Gonçalves with the poor touch. That was straight to the shin of Diego Gonçalves right there. The team seems to be playing just as well as they were in the beginning of the first half.
Yeah.
Just right as I said that they missed a 2 meter pass. But this is very Castro-like, how the team is playing. Building out the back patiently. But the issue is that we are 3 goals behind. There's not much time for patience. Not only by the players in the pitch that need to have a sense of urgency, but I guarantee you the supporters in the stands their patience has run out. Here comes Botafogo with Shai. He tried to shoot that ball with Cassio. Perhaps a little rushed right there. Here comes Botafogo. Luis Oyama trying to send a pass in there for Diogo Gonçalves. Luis Oyama keeps on the pressure, and Corinthians clears it off. The ball returns to Hugo, left back from the academy. And a bad pass by Sampaio right there. He's trying to find Saraiva. He gave the ball straight to the Corinthians player. That again, down the left side with the right back. He clears it off. Sampaio is being worked on right now by the Corinthians player.
No foul.
Felipe Sampaio got completely bamboozled by the Corinthians player. Danced around him and basically made, whoa. The Corinthians player just stepped on Matheus Nascimento.
And that is a foul for yellow card.
It's yellow at the moment.
Should be a red.
Let's see if VAR has a look at that.
That should be a red. That is a foul already, right? Holding him by his waist and pushing him down, and then he steps on his leg.
Oh, that's definitely supposed to
Oh,
be
he
red.
definitely stepped right there. You can see right away Nascimento's screams out in pain.
Yeah, that should have been a red card for that.
Carlos Delgado, vamos embora marcar gol. Quero comemorar. Eu também, Carlos. Eu também, cara. Carlos wants to go so we can cheer Botafogo on.
Yeah, I'll definitely want to give the cheer a goal. It might be a consolation, but I'll still cheer it.
And they're showing the replay here. The Corinthians are calling for a handball, but
that would have been
that is not a handball. If that is a handball, I'm turning the stream off.
Just messing around.
We're struggling down this right hand side. We're not
We're just messing around.
creating any. Oh, where's that William that came off?
Yeah, William came off.
Oh. He was having a good first half, actually.
Yes, it seems like with an injury. Yeah, this is definitely, it seems like Botafogo has changed formations into a 3-5-2. Paulinho has actually come off as well.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm saying about Corinthians and their older players. Because Corinthians also has the Libertadores in the middle of the week. And you can't play these players throughout the whole game today and expect them to be nice and fit for the midweek match. You can clearly see that Botafogo has switched to a 5-3-2. With Hugo coming back and playing that role of the third center back as a left-sided center back when Botafogo attacks. Matheus Nascimento trying to keep that pressure on there. And there's Diego Gonçalves staying with the pressure. Try to pass the defender. Diego Gonçalves down the line. He crosses it in. He's calling for a handball, but it's most likely going to be a corner kick for Botafogo.
Good Nascimento, though. Good pressure there.
Good hustle, yeah. Let's look at that again. That is not a handball.
Not touch.
Shai's going in for the free kick. The ref has a word with Canu. And the center, I think it's a center back from Corinthians. And it's Botafogo with a header right over the goal of Cassio. Canu tried to head the ball in. Canu, which is a captain of the squad today.
That's unlucky there.
Unlucky header. It did header like you're supposed to towards the ground.
But too much into the ground.
Yes. Canu gives himself a few taps on his forehead.
He's annoyed of himself.
He used his head in diving.
Canu's pretty upset at the missed opportunity. So 10 minutes of the first half. So we're at the 55th minute. And it doesn't seem like much is going to change. Here, Corinthians makes another substitution of another very important player. Which
they've got midweek in mind, haven't they?
Yes, they do. They lost their debut game versus Always Ready, which is a Bolivian team. And not only they lose that match 2-0. They lost a match to a vastly inferior opponent, which is causing all of this drama that is currently happening with the Corinthians supporters, because they were all expecting to win that match, and they should have won that match. But when you play in Bolivia, you play in the altitude, and when you have these players that are older, they don't last as long. Botafogo there with a terrible ball off the back. Sarabia was not able to keep that in.
Is it a common feature for like Brazilian clubs to have issues with the way they run?
The way they run, as in?
So as a club, so obviously Botafogo unfortunately had that financial problem.
Oh, okay, I'll get you. The smaller clubs, yes. Uh-oh, here comes Corinthians with the ball. Sends it out wide again. Crosses it in. Canu clears it out. Now, as my audio from the match came back on for a second, the narrators were saying that, the Botafogo supporters have to understand that this is a medium to long-term project. John Texter was trying his best to, I guess, give the team, the supporters, and Botafogo quickly with a throw-in. Botafogo's manager there is saying there was a handball, and the ref calls a handball. Yes, that is a clear handball.
Touched it right here. Right in the elbow.
As the camera closes in, you can see the lack of patience in the supporters' faces there in the stands. I can guarantee you there is not a single Botafogo supporter that is happy right now. Ball crossed it in. Corinthians clears off the line. Victor Sá has the ball, sending it back to Patrick de Paula, which is going to send it back in. Corinthians clears it off once again. Shai sends it all the way back to Gatito Fernandes so they can reset. Fernandes goes out wide with Victor Sá. Sends it in to Diego Gonçalves, and that is nothing. The ref is never going to call that.
Tried to get the shot, but did not make it.
Yep. Did not get that shot in. Corinthians is basically just managing the result. They know they got this in the bag. They took out most of their important players. And now it's really just a matter of time. There's 30 minutes left in the match in Corinthians, unless a disaster happens. Nascimento with a nice flick over there. Botafogo goes out wide. Shai, just over. Matheus Nascimento misses the shot. That was a good ball by Luis Oyama.
Was great opportunity.
But did not make it in.
Nascimento with the flick. Sends it into Oyama. Oyama sends it back into Nascimento, and with the left foot, which is not his greatest foot, he sends it just over.
Would he have gone with his right foot? Let's have a look here.
Got over the goal.
That was really, really close chance.
But try to get a good shot. But a good try. For sure.
I will figure out this camera situation at the end of the stream. And a big player for Corinthians just came on is Juliano, which Juliano has played for the national team before. He's in a central attacking mid. Matheus Nascimento tries to keep that ball Control. Botafogo piles on the pressure on Corinthians. Victor Sa tries to put pressure on Cássio, but Cássio clears it off the line. Ball goes out for a throw-in for Corinthians. And the ref reverses it. It's for Botafogo. Shy with the ball. Passes it to Victor Sa, who sends it in. Victor Sa has a great first touch.
It's a foul, surely.
It is a foul, yes. I'm really liking Victor Sa's first touch.
He's been very promising this.
He knows exactly where he wants to put that ball, and he puts it there, and and the thing is that he's got the speed to put the ball ahead of him and catch up to the ball before the defender gets there. Look at that. With the right, he's able to give one more touch for the foul, and that should have been a card. And if I'm not mistaken, doesn't that Corinthians player already have a card? So that would have been his second yellow.
If he already had his first yellow.
That's a good foul there for Botafogo. Almost a corner. Looks like Shai is going to send that in.
Right now.
Short pass to Hugo. Hugo's going to cross that in. Matheus Nascimento is able to keep that control.
Great control.
And another corner.
It was not the best of crosses. Oh, it's a goal kick.
Whoa. Why is it a goal kick? Let's look at that again.
I think he might have kicked it off him.
Out through the...
Nascimento, yes. Yep, it is a goal kick.
I thought it was a corner, I thought.
Let me go back to Twitter. Let's check out what some of the Botafogo supporters are saying.
Supporters still being angry.
Some supporters are even calling that we need to get 45 points because the goal for this year should be not to get relegated.
And got a yellow card for the yellow white.
Man,
What would you say is the likelihood of relegation?
Replay.
I say it's very low. It's low. I think the likelihood of relegation is low. If they played every match like they played that first half, then it's going to be a scary season.
Still 3-0.
A lot of people are saying is that Jonathan Silva is not good enough to be a starter off this team. And I agree.
Me too.
I agree. He made some very bad passes, very bad plays. He looked very uncomfortable there on the pitch before he got sent off and replaced by Hugo.
Needs to make a pass.
And our right back, Saravia, you can tell that he's just not ready yet to play.
Shot with the ball, but not anymore.
Penalty, Botafogo.
Oh, it is, yes.
It's a penalty kick. Matheus Nascimento is able to get ahead, and the Corinthians player just kicks in the back of the calf, and that is a penalty every day of the week.
Penalty for Botafogo.
It does not. It did not seem like it was intentional, but a foul inside the box is a foul inside the box.
Yeah,
if it's intentional or not.
Into this 20 minutes played.
It seems like the Botafogo supporters have woken up after this.
Yeah.
Everybody's jumping and cheering on the squad.
So many of them.
And it just seems like it was just an alcohol break because the stand seemed to be full again.
Full again, yeah.
Looks like all the fans have their shirts off.
Mm-hmm.
So many.
This is an opportunity. This is a golden opportunity for Botafogo to kind of put themselves back into the match. Because a goal here will give Corinthians the infamous 2-0 lead. If you know anything about football, then you know that the 2-0 lead is a very deceiving lead in football.
Yeah, absolutely.
So many people.
Corinthians player gets a yellow card for complaining.
They're running the risk here. Corinthians are getting someone sent off.
Diego Gonçalves looks very concentrated. Cássio takes a deep breath, looks up in the sky, asking for the help.
I hope we get this goal for the penalty.
Diego Gonçalves takes a deep
Come on.
breath.
Come on.
He's looking around. He's trying not to look at Cassio and not give any sort of hints as to where he's going to place that ball. Diego Gonçalves runs it up.
He shoots. He scores.
Hey, he scores. It's a
Oh,
goal
great
for Botafogo.
goal.
Diego
Come on.
Gonçalves sends it in on the corner. It's a goal for Botafogo, the team. If they keep this up, it seems like we could be back into this match.
Goal from.
Don't worry about celebrating. Get back. Let's go. Let's go.
Points.
24 minutes left in this match.
This is it. Come on, another goal in the next 10 minutes.
1 to 3.
There you go, Carlos. Carlos wanted to see a goal. There's a goal there for you, Carlos.
Great penalty as well. So composed.
Yeah.
Can we show that chat? Go.
Great kick there by Diego Gonçalves.
Perfect.
He's
goal.
back in the team after being out for the majority of the state championship. Diego Gonçalves is a player that the Botafogo fans really like, have really taken a liking to.
That's terrible.
Big up,
Big up,
Rich.
Rob.
Big up, Botafogo. What's up, Rob?
Yes, Rob.
Here's Carlos saying that we need 3 more. I think I will be happy with a tie because
Yeah.
oh, here comes Corinthians in attacking.
And it's a
Big save by
What a
Gatito
big save.
Fernandes. That is a monumental save by the goalkeeper.
And a perfect.
Hey, that's going to turn it. Come on. What a save.
What a save by Gatito Fernandes. That was world-class save by the Botafogo goalkeeper. That's a 1v1. Great reflexes. And Corinthians knows that the Botafogo morale is up at this moment. There goes Matheus Nascimento one-on-one with a defender. Got to put the pressure up on Cassio. Cassio sends it out, and it's a throw-in. Corinthians seems like they felt this goal. It seems like the momentum has shifted towards Botafogo.
And Nascimento has been key to that.
I believe so, too. That's a big ball right there. Almost makes it into Shy. Defense clears. Sarabia sends it back to Felipe Sampaio. He sends it back to Canu.
It kind of looks like a good game right now with our first point of the game.
Pois é, Yasmin. Vamos ter que ter muita paciência mesmo. É o começo de um trabalho, né, Yasmin? As coisas não acontecem assim do dia para a noite, só que o primeiro tempo do Botafogo foi bizarro. Foi horrível. Yasmin is saying that we need a lot of patience and faith, but the first impression is a very bad first impression.
We could catch up soon.
Which I agree.
Soon we'll catch up with 3 more points.
A lot of the Botafogo journalists, and not only just journalists that cover the club, but journalists that are Botafogo fans, are all saying the same thing. Very bad first impression, and especially the 2/3 of the second half was a horrible second half.
Going for the goal.
Terrible display of football.
Yeah.
Here's Luis Ayama back with Diego Gonçalves. He's trying to send the ball to Matheus Nascimento. There's Luis Ayama once again.
In the penalty box.
And that is foul for Corinthians.
Oh, that must be soft. Have a look here. Yeah.
Unintentional foul, but it was a foul nonetheless.
If that was not foul, we should have got a goal right there. Probably.
One of the main things that they're saying here on Twitter, Rich, is that it seems like Luis Castro realized that Shy as a winger was not working.
Yeah.
Shy does a lot better. Shy and the ref just bumped heads right there. Shy does a lot better as a central attacking midfielder. His position of origin, that's where he made his name. And you took Diego Gonçalves, which is a left winger originally, but he's like Victor Sá, which is he's a left winger, but he's right-footed left winger. So Luis Castro has put Diego Gonçalves down on the right wing, and it seems like the team is doing a lot better like that. And it doesn't seem like Lucas Piazon is going to be a starter in this squad.
I guess it's good also that Castro identified this early.
Yes. And that is a good sign. It's a good sign that Luis Castro was able to identify that early on and make the changes.
$3.32.
Let's see what is happening.
On the Eagle Eye Football Fan.
So is it 5 substitutions?
Yes, it's 5. One thing here that journalist Bernardo Gentili said on Twitter is that after Willian left, this has been an entirely different match. And it shows you how important Willian and Paulinho are to this Corinthians team.
Yeah.
Here comes Corinthians with the ball. Canu's trying to mark closely.
Cam.
Very good job there by Canu.
Cam.
Very good ball there by Victor Sá, trying to opening up the play. That is a foul. Oh, the ref says Corinthians hit the ball. That is a foul. That is a foul in my eyes. What a save by goalkeeper Gatito Fernandes. Here comes Corinthians once again, dancing in front of Saraiva. That's a cross by Corinthians and cleared out by Hugo. Good shimmy there by Victor Sá.
Trying to get the pass.
Matheus Nascimento is blocking the path right there, which was a good decision, but Corinthians able to get through. There's a steal from Botafogo. Matheus Nascimento! Oh, Matheus Nascimento misses a golden opportunity to put another goal on the board for Botafogo. Diego Gonçalves was clear on the right side.
That was so close.
He should have just passed the ball to Diego Gonçalves, and he could even hung back a little bit to attract the goalkeeper and pass the ball back to Nascimento, and that could have been a goal.
Should have got like that ball like a little above that keeper to get the goal.
Yeah, he shot it too low.
And too early.
And if that ball went a little bit upwards where the keeper...
And this is just sort of spoiling the beautiful party the Botafogo supporters have, put on for the players. But I think the key here is to keep supporting, even though this is not the best results. What a pass by Diego Gonçalves. Saraiva down the line is going to get a cross, and that is a terrible cross.
Tried to pass it to a player in the penalty box, but made it out.
But the team has... Look at that save by goalkeeper Gatito Fernandes. What a save.
That was a pretty good save right there.
And there is Matheus Nascimento. That was such an early shot, man.
That replay right there.
And that comes with inexperience, Nascimento is 18 years old. He's a great player. He's seen as one of the biggest names of his generation. But he's still 18 years old. And you got to make mistakes like that.
Show the chat to the fans.
Patrick de Paula. Diego Gonçalves. Back to Patrick de Paula. He tries to pass it to Shai, and it went just wide. And it seems like Botafogo's momentum has come to a halt.
There goes the replay for the penalty.
Oh, and what a penalty kick by Diego Gonçalves. You see that on the replay. He gives it a quick look, and Botafogo comes back. There's a Shy pass. Oh, he missed a great opportunity to pass to Victor Sa.
They're right in the penalty box.
Shy could have made the extra pass there. That is a second consecutive chance that Botafogo misses. An easy pass could have been enough right there.
If Shy passed that right there, then we'll get a goal.
I don't know if it was a lack of communication between both players. Luis Oyama is coming out for Romildo, which is another central midfielder. It was not Luis Oyama's. And there is our right back, Daniel Borges, coming in for Saravia.
Getting this switched up.
Daniel Borges is a very attacking right back. He had the most amounts of assists between any right back in the state championship. But the team that is on the field right now, I think, is the team that should be starting the match. It's clear that Saravia needs a few more weeks, at least a couple more weeks, to get back into playing shape, because he's not in playing shape right now. Shai's looking to see who's going to give that pass to. Shai sends the ball in. Good cross to Nascimento. Corinthians cleans it out. Patrick Chapala sends it back to Shai.
Shai with the ball. Passes it.
It is a cross. The goalkeeper, Cassie, just comes out and holds on to the ball.
Did I already show that? I already showed that already.
The game has cooled off quite a bit.
That's a true fact right there.
And I don't know if you noticed, Rich, there is the FaceBank app.
Ah, yes.
That goes in and out right there.
Yeah, they had that.
Just like in the Palace games.
Yeah.
That is a foul for Corinthians right in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, 12 minutes ago.
Grabs the net there and calls a foul.
Oops. Apologies.
It's fine. They can see me more. Oh,
Felipe Sampaio, that is a foul in my opinion. And the ref calls a foul.
And you're exactly right for that foul.
Daniel Borges picks his head up, looks, and tries to find a pass. He sends it back on the other side to Hugo.
Got acres in front of him. Drive.
There's not a lot of passing options. Patrick Paula sends it across, back to Daniel Borges. Sends it wide to Victor Sa. Good ball control. Victor Sa is looking to take the Corinthians defender one-on-one. He tries to cross it in. It's a throw in. Back to Canu. Felipe Sampaio. Gatito Fernandes comes out of the goal. And that is something you see from Luis Castro's team, is that goalkeeper coming out almost as a center back, to get that ball. Hugo, Patrick de Paula, Corinthians has putting on the pressure, forcing goalkeeper Gatito Fernandes to punt it forward. Corinthians now sends it back to goalkeeper Cassio. It's a very rushed kick by goalkeeper Gatito Fernandes, and that is a foul. Botafogo will take that kick.
That Nascimento chance, huge. You know, that goes in 3-2.
That goes in 3-2, and then that Shy, if he makes that extra pass right there to Victor Sa, then that's 3-3.
Yeah.
Shy's playing around too much with the ball there in the center. Corinthians is back on the offensive.
It feels like Shy's been playing for the whole game.
He has.
Here, Cam.
Corinthians stays on with the ball, and there's a great interception by Canu.
Yeah.
And you can see Corinthians is pushing up the line.
Yeah,
And that is another foul.
Last 5 minutes.
I don't know if that's an instruction by Corinthians coach, but the defensive line has pushed up all the way into the middle of the field.
I think Shy needs a break. He's way too tired to go on.
Yeah. Botafogo already made 5 substitutions. So they cannot. Oh, Canu with a silly mistake. Great play by left back Hugo.
Great.
Taking the ball.
Hugo's already showing that he's a better option than Jonathan Silva.
Yeah.
Much more confident, at least. Sends the ball wide to Diego. He's going to cross the ball in straight to Cassio's hands.
Easy.
Poor cross. Cassio does not seem happy with his teammates. Romildo to Canu. Canu to Hugo. Poor pass. And there is a head contact between 2 players that the Corinthians player ended up getting the worst of it. Oh, it was an elbow to the head, which I think it's more of him playing the foul than anything else.
Yeah, it's just time wasting.
Corinthians supporters are very happy there behind the goal of Cassio.
I was just about to say that. They're still enjoying themselves.
Corinthians supporters were admitting that coming into the Newton Santos Stadium and stepping away with a point would have been a great result. And now they are winning 3-1. Yeah. Corinthians coach gets a card. No, it's not a coach. It's just an assistant. I'm not entirely sure why he got a card. Maybe for time wasting inside the field. And he himself is not sure as well as to why he got carded.
That's my first time seeing a coach getting a card.
Yeah, it happens. Daniel carries the ball through. He's taking it. And that is, in my opinion, a foul.
Wow.
The ref lets the play on. Corinthians is on the offense. Botafogo's yeah.
Well defended.
Well defended by Botafogo there. Nascimento, Gio Gonçalves. Good play by Gio Gonçalves to be able to clear the defender. Back to Victor Sa.
It's been a much better second half.
Yes, that is agreed. What a ball by Victor Sa. Shy barely gets there.
Yeah. Tries to kick it in.
This Victor Sa is a pleasant surprise.
Oh, if he could have rolled it across.
I think that by quite a bit, Victor Sa is probably the best player in the field right now. And let's not forget, if it wasn't for 2 wonder saves by Gatito Fernandes, this could have been a much larger score by Corinthians. It could have been 5-1, which just that result in itself is grounds for protesting from supporters. That's for sure.
Yeah.
There's a foul there.
Found it right there.
Seems like Sampaio got hit in the face.
That's what it looks like.
It is not Sampaio. It's actually Romildo. Ooh,
But the hand gets
that
the
is a
face.
nasty
Heavy
challenge.
collision. Yeah.
But the hand hits the face right there.
What do you think about these 8K cams on the field? The ultra realism cameras.
They look pretty cool, to be fair.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
They do
seems
look
like
cool.
you're there.
Yeah, it's kind of like a movie effect.
Yeah,
I don't mind it too much.
I first saw it in the UFC actually.
Yeah,
UFC has 8K cameras for when the fighters do their walkout.
yeah.
So
And then I saw
many
it in
cameras.
La Liga had it afterwards.
La Liga has it as well.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I mean, here's what a question then. If the league have got the money to have 8K cameras, could they not invest more into the league in itself?
I think that this is not the league. It's the whoever's broadcasting the match. This is global.
Okay. That makes sense.
Corinthians trying to play out the back, but Botafogo tries to put the pressure on. But there's nobody marking the wide player there from Corinthians. Patrick Gipala seems to try to put his body in the way. And the Corinthians right back.
Oh
That
my
is a
gosh,
great,
run.
great
What a
tackle.
Yeah.
What a tackle by Ugo. And he's showing that he deserves his starting position.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is a great tackle.
Brilliant.
That is textbook perfect tackle.
Silva's got work to do to get his
So
pace
good.
back.
Yes. And we also need a left back. That's another very weak spot in the Botafogo squad, apart from the right wing, is the left back. We do not have a left back. Ugo is good enough to be a...
Oh, coach wants a break. Oh,
That
it's a
is-
foul.
That's a foul. Ugo is good enough to be a reserve or a substitute left back, as you can obviously see, because he's coming in and he's doing his job. But we cannot, absolutely not, have Jonathan Silva as an option. We need to come in and we need to bring a left back that is coming in to be a starter. That's what we need.
For a fact.
And it seems like Botafogo signed a left back that was playing for QPR. His name is Nico. He's an American naturalized. He's got his citizenship. I want to say it's Finland. He's a Finland left back. There's a few pictures going around of him trying to mark Mbappe whenever Finland played France. That is a foul there. 1 minute left in regular time. We will see how much longer the ref gives of injury time. Shortly after the end of the game, we will pause for maybe just a couple of minutes. And then, Rich, I don't know what else you have planned, but I will be talking to the subscribers here about the match at the end of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up going. So what I'm gonna do after this is just go and close off the other stream on the channel.
I noticed there's a eagle-eyed football stream happening on Twitter right now as well.
Yeah. So that's the fan calling show that we'll have Sunday night. So Nate's taking charge of that whilst I'm here with you, but he doesn't have access to end the stream and stuff. So I have to go back and run that stuff. But
William
what I'll do for you, I'll record something myself, which you can put up on your channel.
Okay.
And I'll send that to you through WhatsApp.
Okay. William was elected man of the match.
Yeah, I don't think there's many arguments with that.
Nope. That is a foul there against
Ooh,
Corinthians.
heavy collision.
5 minutes of injury time has been added by the referee. Which, if I was Corinthians supporters, I would be annoyed by 5 minutes. But as a Botafogo supporter, that just...
It's a beautiful sight, by the way.
It's a beautiful sight. That is correct. Well, it depends, right? Because at least the team is showing better football. If we were showing the same football that we were playing in the first half, 5 minutes would have been a way to torture Botafogo fans.
In this match, we lost. But we'll find out.
Once again, this is a reality check for John Texter, for Luis Castro, and for Botafogo supporters all around. Everybody that's associated with the project, this should be a wake-up call.
Takes the pass right there.
3 minutes left in the match. Botafogo is just passing the ball around its defensive half with no clear intentions of trying to score a goal. As just as I say that, Botafogo puts the pressure on Corinthians. Felipe Sampaio with a terrible, terrible handling of the ball. Corinthians sends a player wide straight through. Hugo tries to... Hugo. Actually, that is Victor Sa with a great showing of defensive awareness to go back all the way in a terrible pass.
Yeah, pass. Yeah.
Terrible pass from Canu. Gives the ball right back to Corinthians so they can retain possession. What are your takeaways for this match, Rich, from what you saw?
Massive improvement from the first half, especially defensively. Could be attributed to the fact that Corinthians took off a few of their players. Jonathan Silva's got a lot of work to do to get his space back in the starting 11. Because I forgot the left back that came on. He's done very well.
Agreed.
Very well. And Nascimento's come on. He's made a difference as well. But I guess the boys just need to be more confident, believe in themselves, because as much as it was 3-0 at half time, Botafogo could easily have had 3 or 4 goals themselves this half. You know, so
the chances in the second half were we had chances.
Yeah,
we lacked a little bit of maturity, a little bit of experience from Nascimento. He could have had you know, if he had a little bit of more experience, he could have either chipped that over Cassio or perhaps taking another touch or trying to clear the defender, because Diego Gonçalves was wide open on the right. And then the other chance that we missed was with Shai.
Yeah, if he sorts his feet out and he's able to pass it across the box, then.
And that is the end of the match. Corinthians beats Botafogo 3-1 at the debut of the Brasileirão at home at the Newton Santos Stadium, after the supporters put 40,000 people inside the Newton Santos Stadium just to witness a very poor first half, a very poor display of attacking creativity, a very poor display of defensive awareness, a very poor display of just about everything during that first half, with a quite much better second half. Really. And like I said, like we've been saying.
Hey. Yeah. Disappointing result, obviously. But lots to take from it, lots to build on. Hopefully take this on to future fixtures.
There we go. I'm back. Sorry.
I'm back.
So not a very good start from Botafogo. It seems like Corinthians has won. It's got 3 points right now. Atlético Mineiro has also won their match. Ceará has also won their match, and Curitiba has also won their match. So they're sitting up top. Flamengo, Atlético Goianiense, Santos, and Fluminense have all tied. So they all have a point each.
Yeah.
Daniel Lima said just what we said. The Botafogo could have tied the match, but we missed the chances.
Yeah.
And Valquírio da Silva is not happy whatsoever with Luis Castro and the choices that he made to begin the match as far as players.
Yeah.
And I agree. I agree with a lot of that. So I'm going to go ahead and thank Rich for coming on. I really appreciate you watching this. This was very fun. We definitely got to do it again. And hopefully next time it will be a victory.
Hopefully so. Yeah. I hope I'm not the bad omen.
In Brazil, we call it cold feet. Basically, like you were like when somebody watches the match or does something for the first time, you say you have hot feet. When something goes wrong, we say cold feet. So it's all right. There's 37 fixtures left in the Brasileirão. This was just the start. It's an alarming start. Is a very concerning start, but we got 37 more to go. So let's see what Victor Sá is saying here to the reporters.
Just going to close off the other stream. So Pedro, thanks again for having me on. Thank you.
Thank you, Rich.
Alice Botafogo collaborations.
See you, bud.
It's been awesome.
Have a good one. Bem, pessoal, aqui, nós estamos aqui ainda, nós não estamos saindo aqui, tá bom? Só o Rich que saiu agora. A live aqui vai ser em português. Uau, que golaço do Hulk no Atlético Mineiro, meu Deus do céu. Que golaço do Hulk.
That's a pretty good save that's a pretty good shot right there.
Que golaço do Hulk, meu Deus do céu.
But try to save that right there on that one.
Ok, pessoal, vamos dar aqui um ou 2 minutinhos só e eu já volto. O microfone tava mudo aqui. Voltamos aqui com a live, né? O Botafogo perdeu para o Corinthians de 3-1 dentro do Newton Santos, que foi um resultado que ninguém estava esperando, né? A gente achou que o Botafogo ia pelo menos, né, mostrar um bom futebol, coisa que mostrou somente no segundo tempo. E também não foi lá essas coisas. O primeiro tempo pavoroso, o primeiro tempo horrível. Um jogo que, olha, o Luiz Castro ele vai ter muito trabalho com esse time do Botafogo. Os jogadores vão precisar assimilar aí o que o Castro está querendo fazer, porque desse jeito não dá, né, gente? Não dá, porque o time jogou muito, mas muito mal no primeiro tempo. O primeiro tempo ainda foi horroroso. Obrigadão, Carlos. Obrigadão, irmão. Show. Muito obrigado por participar aqui da live com a gente. Quem perdeu a live aqui mais cedo, eu estava com o Rich, do Eagle Live Football. E ele participou aqui da live com a gente. Ele assistiu o jogo inteiro aqui, comentou, a gente comentou. Eu dei uma narrada aqui, meio... Alguns lances eu narrava, alguns lances eu narrava. Que eu não sou narrador profissional aqui não, gente. Pelo amor de Deus, pelo amor de Deus, hein? Se vamos cornetar uma coisa aqui, vamos cornetar o Botafogo. Porque como jogou mal o nosso glorioso hoje. Daniel Lima, o Botafogo tem que mudar muita coisa, né? Para querer almejar coisas grandes nesse campeonato, como uma simples vaga na Sul-Americana, obrigar para não cair, porque tem times de menos tradição que estão voando, que é o caso do Atlético Goianiense, que empatou com o Flamengo, e o Curitiba ganhou hoje, lá dentro do Couto Pereira. O time estava com medo da bola no primeiro tempo. O time estava lento demais no primeiro tempo. Piazon, primeiro jogo dele tá legal, mas não dá. Piazon não dá. Chay na ponta direita não dá. Daniel Borges de reserva não dá. Daniel Borges é disparado neste momento o melhor lateral do Botafogo. Não dá. Saravia está sem ritmo de jogo. Saravia não está pronto. A verdade é essa. Saravia não está pronto. Daniel Borges tem que ser titular. Jonathan Silva, obrigado. Mas você tem que vazar do Botafogo, meu amigo. Porque o que o Jonathan Silva fez hoje foi um horror. Errando passes de 2 metros. Dando contra-ataque. Tava nervosíssimo. Dá pra ver que tava nervosíssimo o Jonathan Silva hoje. Incrível. A partida que o Jonathan Silva fez hoje foi horrível. Horrorosa. Temos que contratar um ponto direito urgentemente. Temos que contratar um ponto direito, sim. Urgente. Porque não dá. O Chay de ponta não dá. Chay não é ponta. Chay é armador. Chay tem que jogar ali na frente. Avenida Saravia. Cara, foi... O Saravia, ele tá sem ritmo. Então, todos os gols do Corinthians saíram do lado direito, né? Saíram do Saravia, com o Willian ali dando um baile no Saravia, né? Dando drible, dando passe de calcanhar. E o Saravia, ele ficava marcando o movimento do Willian. O jogador tem que marcar a bola, não tem que marcar o movimento do cara. Esquece o movimento. Deixa o cara lá pro lado direito, pro lado esquerdo, deixa o cara fazer a ginga dele. Marca a bola. E o Saravia não fez isso, ele não marcou a bola, ele marcou o cara. Entendeu? Então, 3 gols, assim, bobos. É, o segundo gol do Corinthians, o Piazon, se eu não me engano, deu condição pro jogador do Corinthians na hora do cabeceio. O Felipe Sampaio, ele não jogou bem hoje. Eu achei ele também muito mal. E é isso. O que vocês acharam aí do jogo, pessoal? Paulo Emílio, eu acho que o volante tem que saber jogar e marcar. Se coloca um lateral que não pode passar do meio de campo, por que não jogar com 3 zagueiros? O 3 zagueiros, cara, foi o... Deu para ver que o Luiz Castro, ele... Numa hora ele mudou esse esquema. A gente estava com 3 zagueiros, a gente estava jogando 3-5-2. Com o Hugo fechando como terceiro zagueiro, Canu no meio e o Sampaio na direita, liberando o Saravia para fazer aquele corredor, junto com o Diego Gonçalves. E deu para perceber, saindo o Piazon, saindo o Jonathan Silva, e principalmente com a entrada do Chay no meio e com o Diego Gonçalves na ponta direita, o time mudou. Mudou completamente. O time jogou melhor. Só que o Botafogo não conseguiu... Ele não conseguiu tirar vantagem do momento. O Botafogo fez o gol com o Diego Gonçalves de pênalti. Só que depois ele não conseguiu usar aquele embalo do time. A torcida estava cantando, estava tentando puxar o time para frente, só que não conseguiu, né? O Matheus Nascimento teve uma oportunidade ali na frente do Cássio, que perdeu o gol. Ele foi muito afobado ali. O zagueiro do Corinthians estava chegando mais perto aqui. Ele tentou chutar, chutou rasteiro, chutou fraco. E depois, com o Chay, em vez de passar a bola para o Victor Sá, o Chay tentou driblar mais uma vez e acabou perdendo perdendo a viagem, né? Ele tentou fazer uma coisinha ali e não conseguiu. Pois é, meus amigos, tá difícil. A coisa tá braba. Vamos ver aqui. Notícias BFR, no terceiro gol do Corinthians, Chay, Piazon e o Saravia estavam no mesmo canto. E o Oyama também. O Oyama estava ali fechando e acabou passando. O Botafogo foi o outro time no segundo tempo. Placar mais elásticos não deu dessa vez. Temos que dar também, graças a Deus, por termos o Gatito no gol. Porque se não fosse Gatito hoje, seria 5 do Corinthians. 5. Gatito fez 2 defesas ali fantásticas. Matheus foi melhor que Erisson. Matheus jogou muito melhor que Erisson. Eu não sei se o Erisson sentiu ali jogar pela Série A pelo Botafogo. Não sei. Difícil. Canal TH Botafogo. Não sei por que não exploro mais o Victor Sá. O Victor Sá ali, para mim, junto com o Gatito Fernandes, foi o melhor em campo. O Victor Sá partiu para cima. Dá para saber que tem uma qualidade assim diferente do Victor. O Victor Sá tem. Ele tem uma noção de espaço muito boa. Ele bota a bola na frente, ele já consegue pegar a bola essa embalada que ele dá. Ele já chega, tanto que teve falta ali, que ele pegou a bola, chegou primeiro que o zagueiro, deu outro toquinho e o zagueiro do Corinthians fez a falta. Faltou competência na última bola, não é de hoje. Faltou competência mesmo. Faltou qualidade no último passe e faltou compostura, né, na frente do gol. Faltou compostura. Também achei que o Patrick não jogou bem. O Patrick de Paula não fez um jogo bem. Ele fez um jogo meio burocrático, né, dando passe pro lado, passe para trás. Muitas estreias hoje, muito nervosismo. Também achei que o Chay prendeu muita bola. O Chay fez muita firula hoje. Quando for lá para a 7ª rodada, o time vai estar melhor. Espero que sim. Espero que na 7ª rodada o time já esteja 1, 2, 3 vitórias, no mínimo. Porque campeonato, cara. Campeonato se ganha no começo do campeonato e no final do campeonato. Quem falou isso foi o Guardiola. Não lembro se foi nas 7 primeiras rodadas ou 9 primeiras, alguma coisa assim, entendeu? Você tem que ir forte no começo e forte no final. Precisamos urgentemente de um camisa 10 e um extremo direito. Sai muito lento de raciocínio. Cara, o problema do Shai hoje foi que ele começou na posição que não é dele, né? Na ponta direita. E ele prendeu muita bola. Igual o nosso amigo que falou que ele prendeu muita bola. PK jogou o primeiro tempo inteiro como primeiro volante. Patrick é bom de segundo homem. Isso foi uma ducha assim de água fria no Castro para só tirar aqui o Eagle Eye Football da live, que o Rich não está mais aqui, mas ainda estava ao vivo lá no canal deles, né? Eu tô passando aqui pelo Twitter e tô vendo vários comentários aqui. Matheus Medeiros, que o Matheus Medeiros não está feliz com o Botafogo. O nosso irmão aqui, J. Cavalcante, também não está feliz. E ele não gostou do Shai. O que é verdade aí que vários nós aqui também não gostamos do Shai hoje. O Shai não foi bem. Castro errou na escalação, cometeu um erro de português. Mas tá faltando peça. Isso aí é óbvio. Tá faltando. Tá faltando camisa 10, tá faltando ponto direito e tá faltando lateral esquerdo. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo. Aí, galera. Postando aqui para vocês. Vamos dar uma passadinha aqui no Twitter. Vamos ver o que o pessoal do Twitter está falando. O Jota aqui falando que ele acha que o Shai não é titular. O Shai vai ter que ser reserva nesse time. Tá faltando peça aqui. A gente falando que quer lutar por 45 pontos. É verdade, o Botafogo tá faltando um atacante de ofício. Tá faltando. O meio do ano tem que chegar e tem que chegar rápido. Porque nós estamos precisando do Zahavi. O Zahavi vai chegar, vai pegar a camisa e vai ser dono do ataque, cara. Opa, voltei. Acho que o Cássio deveria ter ido com alguns jogadores que já estavam no Botafogo. Acho que ele mudou muito, né, cara? Ele mudou muito a escalação do time de uma hora para outra. Acho que ele teria ter deixado o Daniel Borges, não teria que ter sido o Saravia. Acho que tinha que ter ficado com o Hugo. E só que, cara, o problema é que nós contratamos esse pessoal para ser titular, né? Então, quando você já olha um pessoal desse no treino, esses caras já tem o Luiz Castro na boca, esses caras são diferenciados, só que ele errou em escalar os caras que não estão entrosados ainda. O PK não está entrosado, o Saraiva não está entrosado, entendeu? O Yoyama voltou agora. Então eu tinha que ter tido uma escalação mais sensata do Luiz Castro. Ele acho que eu estou concordando com vocês. Eu acho que ele errou na escalação do Botafogo hoje. Rafael Soares, PK errou tudo andando em campo. Eu sei que foi o primeiro jogo, mas pelo amor de Deus, não fez o mínimo. Victor Sá foi o primeiro do jogo e acabou com o jogo. Victor Sá acabou com o jogo mesmo. Diante do que passamos nesses últimos anos, não podemos o precipitar. O negócio é ter paciência, que o time vai se entrosar, ainda mais com os novos reforços chegando. Tá faltando entrosamento, né? Com certeza tá faltando entrosamento. Vamos ver aqui, vamos passar no Twitter aqui. Mas uma coisa é certa, meus amigos. Chay e Saravia não dá. Não dá. Vamos dar mais uma passadinha aqui no Twitter para ver o que o pessoal tá falando, o que tá achando aqui. Aqui, Renata de Medeiros. Primeiro gol do Corinthians mostra uma série de erros quando o Botafogo perde a posse. Patrick de Paula erra na recepção de passe do Chay. Defesa toda desarrumada com a subida do Saravia. Depois Canu e PK se perderam na marcação do Paulinho. Vamos botar aqui a foto. Eu já tá falando. PK, Saravia e Chay, né? Vamos para a próxima foto aqui. Ótima foto aqui, hein, Renatinho? Muito boa. Depois tem o Sampaio. Aí você vê o Saravia aqui embaixo, querendo subir, né, acompanhar. Aí vem Sampaio, Oyama, marcando o William. O senhor Saravia aqui, na entrada da grande área. PK deixou o Paulinho sozinho e Canu só olhando a bola. Erro grave aqui de marcação do Botafogo. Detalhe, quando o William arranca no contra-ataque, Saravia e Paulinho estão na mesma linha. O jogador do Corinthians, no entanto, chega muito antes do lateral alvinegro. Vamos dar uma olhadinha aqui. Olha isso aqui. Olha aqui. Saravia e Paulinho na mesma linha. Quando o William recebe a bola lá. Saravia na entrada da área. E Paulinho sozinho dando chute. Erro grave de marcação. Não se esqueçam do Piazon. O Piazon jogou nada. Ou esqueçam, né? Isso aí. Vamos esquecer do Piazon, que jogou nada hoje. Vitor Sá não sentiu o peso da camisa. O Erisson, primeiro lance do jogo, faltou mais visão de jogo, perdeu o tempo de bola. Erisson só para o segundo tempo. Erisson tem que entrar com o time dos caras cansado. Ele poder aproveitar desse esporte físico dele, da velocidade que ele tem, da força que ele tem. Valquiro, Piazon é uma mosca morta. E foi, né, cara? Vamos voltar aqui no Twitter para analisar mais um pouquinho do que o pessoal está falando. Matheus Medeiros acha que faltam 45 pontos para escapar da Série B. E vocês aí? Vocês acham isso também? Que o Botafogo tem que pontuar para escapar da Série B? Bernardo Gentili fala que individualmente ninguém foi bem, destaque negativo para o Jonathan, Piazon e Patrick. Lateral é fraco e os outros também bem mal na partida. Erisson e Matheus Nascimento perderam gols importantes. Bernardo Gentili, que é um monstro. Mas o que me deixou preocupado foi a característica de alguns jogadores que não casou com o sistema do treinador. Jogadores lentos ficaram muito expostos, casos do Sampaio e do Saravia. Não é à toa que o William deitou por ali pelo tempo. E é verdade, o William deitou ali em cima do Saravia. Deitou. Pedro, certezas não me avisaram que confiar no processo era tão difícil. Pois é, certezas. Vamos ver aqui o que o resto do pessoal está falando. Fogo Stats. Pessoal, antes de mais nada, não vou ter nenhuma análise mais complexa no calor do momento para não aflorar mais o passional do que o racional. Só digo uma coisa que sempre tivemos e devemos ter ainda durante esse início de processo. Paciência. Vamos dar lá uma passadinha, que eu não vou poder mostrar para vocês aqui. No YouTube da Botafogo TV, eu vou abrir na outra janela aqui. Para ver o que está acontecendo lá.
E o único jogador que tentava...
O TF tá pé da vida, com razão. Vamos ver aqui no canal do Fogão. Ih, rapaz, a torcida do Palmeiras está em peso aqui. Estamos aqui à espera da entrevista coletiva de Luiz Castro. Nós vamos ouvir aqui o que o treinador do Fogão vai falar. Opa. Pessoal, só estou esperando aqui a entrevista coletiva do Luiz Castro começar. A gente pode assistir a entrevista do Luiz Castro aqui. Deu pane na minha câmera aqui, não sei por que está acontecendo isso. Se vocês estão com dificuldade de me ouvir no chat, vocês me falam, beleza? É, a tela tá preta, cara. Eu não sei por que a tela tá preta. Só um segundinho aí, galera. Um segundinho aí. Aí, voltou. Voltamos. Tá uma câmera diferente aqui. Mas vamos usar essa câmera aqui por enquanto, porque a outra deu pane na câmera. Então vocês vão ficar aqui vendo o meu nariz. Beleza? Luiz Castro, todos dar expor nesses jogadores. Pois é, tem que dar expor mesmo, Juliano. Porque o que os caras fizeram hoje foi horrível. Vamos tirar aqui do Pedro Certeza, que ele tá pé da vida. Pessoal, se você não foi lá no meu Twitter, entrem lá no Twitter e dá aquele follow, beleza? Esses caras treinam todos os dias e vivem por isso. Pois é. Deixa eu voltar aqui para ver se começou a entrevista do Luiz Castro. Não começou a entrevista. Claramente, Luiz Castro não conhecia o William para Matheus Saravia nesse jogo. Pois é. E pior que... Pior não, né? A torcida do Botafogo já está achando que Lucas Piazon foi o pior da partida hoje. E aí, concordam? Pessoal, eu faço a pergunta aqui do meu Botafogo, a minha. Dos reforços que chegaram, quais deles você gostou e quais você menos gostaram? Cara, pra mim, o melhor do Botafogo foi disparado o Victor Sá. E o pior dos reforços, pra mim, eu acho que foi o Piazon. Eu acho que foi o Piazon. E vocês? Léo, cara, é... é difícil, né? É difícil a coisa. Porque o Botafogo vai ter que... Não vai poder ficar usando isso como desculpa, né? Igual você falou aí. Gostei do Sampaio. Eu botei o Piazon. O Piazon jogou nada. Absolutamente nada. Deixa eu ver se a minha outra câmera aqui já voltou a funcionar. Aê! Agora sim. Agora dá para vocês verem assim toda a minha beleza em 4K, né? Léo Salles, Victor Sá e Sampaio gostei. Pior foram o Piazon e o Saravia. Saravia tava bem fora de ritmo, né, cara? O Saravia tava ruim demais. Ele tava lento, tava cansado, não aguentava mais. Vamos dar uma olhadinha aqui que o pessoal do Corinthians está falando aqui. Esse aqui é torcedor do São Paulo, só pode. Pois é. William deitou em cima do Botafogo. Olha lá, Luiz Castro. Vamos ouvir o Luiz Castro. Deixa eu só voltar aqui, gente. Luiz Castro falando dos erros que a equipe cometeu. É, o Luiz Castro vai explicar aqui a escalação do Chay e do Saravia. Vamos ver o que ele vai falar. Tá falando aqui que... Sim. Ele falou que o Shai tava... Que quando o Saraiva subia, ele liberava o Shai. Ele tá falando que eles estão se conhecendo ainda, a equipe e ele. Falando que o Corinthians foi melhor do que o Botafogo, né? Então ele falando aqui que quando a equipe atacava, que o Saravia era responsável para fazer essa cobertura do lado direito para o Shai vir por trás do Piazon. Pergunta agora sobre a demora do Botafogo aqui de reter a posse de bola, o controle. E perguntou se o fato dele não estar na beira do campo prejudicou. O Cássio está falando aqui que ele não, do fato de ele não estar na beira do campo não atrapalhou. Uhum. Ricardo aqui falando que o Corinthians foi bem melhor na primeira parte do jogo. Ele falou que o Corinthians mereceu estar ganhando, né? Até o intervalo do jogo. Então ele falando aqui que o Corinthians mereceu a vitória. Tá falando sobre o Chay e do Piazon. Obrigado, Notícias BFR. Tamo junto, irmão. É. Cássio tá falando aqui sobre o Chay e o Piazon jogando juntos, né? O Victor Rocha, o Botafogo tem até terça, né? Não sei se aí você está perguntando. O Botafogo tem até terça com o fechamento da janela para poder montar o elenco. Só que, como até o próprio John Texel falou, tá atrasado o planejamento, entendeu? Então, é difícil falar um negócio desse, né? Mas nós vamos ter que ter uma paciência agora nesse primeiro... Especialmente nesse primeiro turno. Eu acho que essas vai demorar umas 3, 4, 5 partidas até para o time se achar um pouquinho dentro de campo. Estão perguntando o Cássio sobre o Diego Gonçalves. Sim, temos mais jogos, né, cara? Agora, não pode demorar muito para voltar, né? O time tem que mostrar uma resposta imediata. 2 derrotas assim no começo do campeonato é difícil. Ele falou que tá precisando de jogador de dar profundidade para ele lá direito, que ele sabe que o Diego Gonçalves joga pela esquerda, só que ele precisava desse cara mais agudo pela direita, por isso que ele botou o Diego Gonçalves. Para quem está chegando aqui agora, nós estamos ouvindo a coletiva do Luiz Castro no YouTube e eu estou comentando essa coletiva. Não posso mostrar as imagens, mas eu estou aqui assistindo a entrevista dele. Beleza? O Luiz Castro falou que os jogadores tinham que ter coragem nesse segundo tempo. Coragem para jogar. Luiz Castro fala que ele não quer se enganar, que eles precisam de mais jogadores. Pelo menos isso ele tá sabendo. Então, o Luiz Castro ganhou. O Luiz Castro gostou do Diego Gonçalves. Tá perguntando aqui pro Luiz Castro como é que o time vai jogar no decorrer do campeonato. A torcida fez a festa linda assim, cara. Gostei muito da torcida hoje, deu show. Então, o Luiz Castro tá falando aqui que Botafogo teve mais posse do que o Corinthians, né? Só que quando teve posse, não soube trabalhar essa posse. Então, bem lúcido, né? O Luiz Castro aqui na coletiva dele. Então, também falando aqui que ele. O que eu gostei aqui também foi que ele falou aqui agora, né? Não sei se vocês estão acompanhando a coletiva. Então, quando eu fico calado, eu tô calado porque eu tô ouvindo a coletiva. Então, ele falando aqui que ele percebeu, óbvio, que a equipe não estava jogando bem. Então, o bom disso, cara, é que ele não teve medo de trocar, entendeu? Eu gostei do que ele fez. Ele reconheceu e trocou logo no intervalo. Gostei pra caramba disso. Tô falando agora do Matheus. Tô falando do Matheus aqui, galera. Também vi potencial, o Rafael. Eu vi potencial. Só que demorou, né, cara? O Castro falando que o Matheus Nascimento tem muitas qualidades já. E que ele vai. Óbvio, meti a palavra em inglês aqui. Que ele vai, com o decorrer do tempo, melhorar, né? Adaptar o esquema. E falando aqui que o Matheus Nascimento pode atingir um nível muito alto no futebol mundial. Perguntaram aqui pro Castro quanto que vai demorar para a equipe ter a cara dele. Ele falou que a torcida não teve. A equipe não teve cara, a torcida que teve a cara. Né? Ele elogiando a torcida do Botafogo. Falando que hoje é cara de derrota, que ninguém gosta, né? Sim. Ele precisa que. Ele espera que a equipe tenha a cara dele o mais rápido possível, né? Que demora, que né? Coisa que requer tempo. E só com trabalho e tempo que a equipe vai começar a tomar a cara. Ele tá falando aqui dessa troca contínua de treinadores, né, que acontece, né? Quando o treinador requer tempo. Sim, eu até concordo. Requer tempo. Só que hoje foi bem preocupante. É. Ele fala que não pode demorar 5 a 6 semanas para a equipe ter uma cara, né? Então tem que acelerar esse processo. É necessário ter confiança, é necessário fazer o trabalho direito. Bem, pessoal, acabou aqui a coletiva do Luiz Castro. Então, eu já vou aqui encerrando a live. Quero agradecer aí a presença de todos vocês que ficaram aqui assistindo o jogo, comentando aqui. Mais cedo eu estava com o Rich do Eagle Eye Football. E é isso aí. Primeiro jogo Botafogo, primeira derrota do Campeonato Brasileiro, uma derrota até uma coisa que a gente não esperava, né? 3-1 do Corinthians em casa, assim, na primeira rodada do Brasileiro, não era o que nós queríamos, não era o que nós esperávamos do Botafogo. Só que é isso aí. Vai requerir tempo e vai requerir muita paciência de nós, torcedores, né? E espero que no próximo jogo a equipe já dê uma resposta mais positiva e que não demore tanto assim pro Luiz Castro dar uma cara melhor para a equipe. E o Luiz Castro também tem que reconhecer que ele tem que dar mérito para os jogadores que estavam lá mais antes dele chegar. Né? Que não, acho que para mim foi um erro de escalação também. Próximo jogo do Botafogo no Campeonato Brasileiro. Vamos dar uma olhadinha aqui na tabela. Eu tô achando que o jogo é fora. É Botafogo e Ceará, dia 17 de abril, é fora. É lá na casa do Ceará. Então aqui, antes de eu dar o adeus à live, deixa eu só mostrar aqui para vocês a classificação de momento do Campeonato Brasileiro. Aqui em primeiro lugar tem o Coritiba, que ganhou. Temos aqui o Corinthians, Atlético Mineiro, Ceará. Por enquanto, Cuiabá vai vencendo o Fortaleza por 1-0. Flamengo em sexto, Atlético Goianiense em sétimo, Santos em oitavo, Fluminense em nono, América Mineiro em décimo, Atlético Paranaense em 11º, Avaí em 12º, Juventude em 13º, Bragantino em 14º, São Paulo em 15º, Palmeiras em 16º, aí vem o Fortaleza, aí depois vem o Botafogo, Internacional e o Goiás em último. Então, pessoal, é isso aí. Muito obrigado pela participação de vocês. No próximo jogo, eu vou tentar fazer a live também, é no domingo, né? Como eu disse aqui, o jogo é no domingo, então vai dar, é 5 horas da tarde aqui para mim, então vai dar para fazer a live do próximo jogo. Se o jogo fosse na quinta-feira, vai ser mais difícil fazer uma live. Então, se o jogo for no final de semana, né, vai ficar mais fácil para mim. Beleza? Muito obrigado aí pela audiência de vocês e até a próxima. Fui.